fierce kid. But who is your breakout on offense this year?
Iverson Clement. Jacob
I
Copeland.
think so.
Jacob Copeland's my real man, but he ain't on campus yet, so I'm trying to save out on talking about it. But I got to tell you.
see enough offense, to be honest. I think he's going to be a special teamer for half the year until he gets worked in.
Who?
Cope. I think.
Man.
I think he's going to be a monster.
Have you lost your damn mind, man? Have you lost your damn mind, bro? Jacob Copeland? Are you talking about, man, this guy's the number one receiver in the state of Florida, man. Florida does not have a kid on their roster as talented as Jacob Copeland, man. This guy can take the top off a defense. You put him in the Wildcat. He ain't just a runner. He knows how to set up blocks, man. Catches the ball with his hands. Goes up in traffic. He's got tremendous balance after the catch, which allows him to get yards after the catch. This guy's the number one receiver on any team. He could have went to Alabama and played day one. How can you sit there with a straight face on the Lance and Jasper show and tell people Jacob Copeland's a special teamers? Are you out of your mind?
Well, I said for the first half, just because the boys got to catch up to the offense. No,
what's he catching up to?
I love Cope. I'm a big Cope fan. Huge Cope fan. I'm just
What's he catching up to the offense? Everybody's learning a new offense. He's already got the playbook.
They at least got this spring to get in there and learn it a little bit.
Jacob Copeland's a playmaker. I mean, if you're counting on Kadarius Toney, man, I mean, you're sadly mistaken, my friend. Jacob Copeland is a true receiver. He can run the routes. He's got the hands. He can do things. There ain't nobody on our roster as talented as Jacob Copeland, man. There's no way you can keep him out. There's no way.
And you may be right. His
guarantee it, bro. You heard it first.
Just over, for a bubble screen or whatever.
He's not that guy. That's Kadarius Toney, screen receiver. Jacob Copeland's a real receiver. He'll take the top off a defense. You put him in a slot with a read option quarterback and the speed we have outside, there ain't a linebacker in the country can match him. There ain't a safety in the country can match him. I mean, you are creating a mismatch every time this kid lines up. And the most important thing about Jacob Copeland, when he breaks the huddle, you never know where he's going to line up. So he's hard to account for as a defensive coordinator. Really makes you play slow, man. Florida don't have a kid like Jacob Copeland, man.
He's as close to the prototypical Percy body, speed, and everything that Dan's ever had.
Well, he
quote-unquote Percy position. So I could see him being used, like you say, no matter just about everywhere. But, no, like I said, I just don't know if he's going to be able to catch up, but he probably will. But I'm a big fan of the kid. I'm so glad we got him. Like I said, I've been following him since he was a sophomore. He looked like a goddamn senior out there. Yeah. So
I really don't even see Jacob Copeland playing on special teams because, man, you got Justin Watkins, you got Tony. I mean, you really got some true.
Tony's too fragile for special teams, man. I'm glad they're both.
If he's not going to play on offense, a heavy role in your offense, you got to put him somewhere.
You're right. If he don't have a big role in offense, he would be a special team.
I don't see
I think Dan's going to bring back the urban days of best players are catching the ball and running it out of the end zone because we ain't got Nord coaching no more.
I love Kadarius Toney, man. I don't mean to come off as a hater. The kid's elite with the ball in his hands. But how do you get the ball in his hands? You can't afford just to have a screen guy out there. You need guys that can run routes and put the fear in the defenses, man. Because if you want to run a spread, you got to make sure that they are covering the spread. It ain't enough to say you're running a spread.
You also got to look at all the kids that was on Mac's staff and realize that they were coached by Mac. And that sumbitch was terrible. So you gotta give them at least a benefit of the doubt that maybe they got to.
I get a little sick of the Mac hate, man. I mean, I don't get it, man. This kid, don't put the Gator problems on Coach Mac. Put it on Will Greer where it belongs, man.
No, man, I'm glad Greer's gone because if he stays, Mac might have got another year.
Well, then you just made my point. You can't say Mac's sorry coach when really he was like every other coach, a quarterback away, man. We had Will Greer. We'd have had a national championship in our pocket, baby. Slow down.
I think Mac didn't have it figured out, dog. Like we had kids going out of the program to
You're only as good as your players. You're only as good as your players, man.
I give you that. But now we got a real coach that's holding them players accountable and watch the difference. Like I say, look at the kids that were Mac kids. And
you don't have to convince me Dan Mullen's a better coach than Jim McElwain. I got that. We agree on that.
Okay.
I just hate the hate on McElwain because to me it comes down to one thing: Will Greer. If Will Greer was still on this team, Coach Mack don't get fired. Nobody's hating on the offense. Nobody's questioning the program. Guaranteed.
He's the skipper, bro. He's got to ultimately be held accountable. If the players aren't holding themselves accountable, he's got to start it.
The guy took you. The guy took you to 2 out of 3 trips to Atlanta. I mean, he had one bad year. Give me a damn break. Will Muschamp couldn't even get a smell of Atlanta, man. This guy choked at Georgia. The worst. I mean, give me a damn break, man. 3 losses in a row to Georgia. Give me Coach Mack. Get his ass back in Gainesville.
But no, I'll take him over Chomp. I'll give you that. But no, he rode. If it wasn't for Muschamp's defense, he don't go to Atlanta twice. Hey, that's a fact. He didn't ride us there on the damn joke, bro.
That is a joke, bro. That is a joke. Coach Mack. Will Muschamp was not there to coach the defense anymore. You cannot. I cannot understand why people just want to give credit to the previous coach. So you're telling me if Dan Mullen has success the next 2 years, we're going to say it's because of Jim McElwain's players? Hell no, we ain't. We're going to say because Coach Mullen. Oh, we're going to say because Mullen was a better coach. Coach Mack was a better coach. He got them into Atlanta, man. He got that team to believe. He got them to buy in. No, they weren't great on offense. But like I said, if you got Will Greer, you are great on offense. Everybody in the country knew if you had Will Greer that year, Alabama's secondary was susceptible. We would have sliced and diced them, baby. Sliced and diced them, man. Gator bait. All day. Maybe.
Know, man. Just from what I saw, he couldn't develop nobody else. He put Treon Harris.
Who did he have to develop? Who did he have to develop? Treon Harris ain't no damn quarterback. Luke Del Rio, give me a damn break.
He didn't even take a quarterback his first year, bro. He didn't even take a quarterback. You have to take a quarterback.
He couldn't get one. If you can't get one, you can't take one.
And whose fault is that? Once again, it's all on the skipper.
Whose fault is that? Well, let's talk about fans. Let's talk about Jeremy Foley. Let's talk about facilities. Let's talk about what was going on around the program. Florida ain't no hotbed, baby. Gator fans are lost. Florida don't sell. The Gator loco does not sell anymore. You got to win some damn games. Florida ain't won games in 10 years, man. You can't just expect the coach to come in 1 year. I mean, Will Muschamp should have got another year. They got lucky to get a damn coach. Jeremy Foley did a piss poor job. He should have hired Mullen when he hired Mack. He couldn't get it done because nobody wanted worse for his ass.
I give you that. He damn sure would have went for Mullen.
You know, there's a lot of blame to go around. I mean, we can't just put it all on Coach Mack. 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3. 2 out of 3 ain't bad, man. 2 out of 3 ain't bad. I don't care how you got there. He got you there. He gets credit for it. I don't want to hear Will Muschamp.
No, I got you, dog. But I'm just saying, you are ultimately, I don't know, maybe.
I agree. He's the head coach.
The skipper is the H, HNIC. He's got to be the guy that gets the majority of the praise and majority of the blame.
I agree.
And my thing is, if you didn't score 21 points under Matt, you didn't win a ball game. That's pretty bad. I went to the LSU game and I watched the A&M game this year, and 2 weeks in a row, we lost by what? A combined 3 points?
Yes, sir.
And they didn't even score 21 points themselves. Once again, the defense was there. He didn't have the offense. He was supposed to fix the offense, and he didn't do it. Now, he self-admitted that, and I appreciate that, but you can self-admit that on your way out the door, dog, because we ain't got no more.
I agree with you. I mean, the thing that cost Mack was loyalty. Too loyal to his offensive coordinator. I don't know if Coach Mack's a better offensive coordinator than Doug Nussmeier or not, but I know he should have been calling the plays. I know he should have took over play calling duty. I agree with you 100%. The LSU and Texas A&M game was a highlight of Coach Mack. He cannot get it done on offense. But up until that point, you really couldn't blame Coach Mack, in my opinion. He did all he could with less talent.
Blame on the skipper, dog. Like maybe that's just me, but you're the ultimate. You're the voice. You're the man. You're supposed to make the decisions, and he made wrong decisions. He made piss poor decisions, and it got him booted. You're right. The loyalty, Nuss was horrible. Nuss calling play action pass on 3rd and 20. You dumbass. Ain't nobody biting on a run on 3rd and 20. You know what I'm saying? But enough of that guy. He's out of here.
Yeah, we done ran him out. we done stomped him in the ground, man. He's done.
Yeah. What about defense? Who do y'all see being a breakout in this 3-4 or whatever you want to call it, hybrid 3-4?
Well, a lot of people, everybody. I mean, I'm still waiting on CC Jefferson to show up. He's been on campus 3 years. I mean, come on, I'm still waiting on him to show up. But I
think that kid was he was misutilized. They had him playing D tackle, bro. That's an edge rusher playing D tackle.
I agree with you 100%. I raised hell about it many a times on the tailgate.
Oh yeah,
many a times on the tailgate.
I feel like, and I know we've said this years in a row, but I feel like Clayton, man, that kid, he's got the body for it, and I saw him do it in the Under Armour game. He just took that game over. And then that first year, he had that sickness, and that set him back. And I feel like that even affected him onto his second year. And I feel like that last coaching staff, they played favorites a lot, man. And I feel like this new staff's going to come in there and let people earn it. That's why you see them in the third practice slapping pads already, playing, doing the Oklahoma drill and whatnot. And I feel like the playmakers are going to play. Ain't going to be no favorites. The staff has no ties. And I feel like Clayton, if he can figure it out, that kid should eat in 3-4.
Yeah, I've been waiting on Clayton a lot with you, man. I mean, it's really surprising he hasn't stepped up. And you know what? It may be just something as simple as the coaching staff don't know how to use him. Maybe they don't know how to utilize him. And maybe the strength and conditioning coach, maybe they can never get his body back up because he got sick and he lost a lot of weight. And
he lost like 20, 30 pounds, something like that. And
it really hurt him.
That's a lot of weight to be dropping.
Yeah,
in that short of time. Like, that just takes – and that's what I told people a lot. Last year, he didn't show up last year. Well, I think he was a little bit behind the power curve, and they, like I said, they played favorites and whatnot. But I think that kid's gonna do really well.
I think you really got to look for somebody in the secondary to step up this year. I'm really excited about somebody like maybe Sean Davis. I like the young guys, Amari Burney.
I like Sean Davis.
I like Trey Dane. He may not start right away, but I think he's going to fight his way into the starting role, or at least have a big part in this defense. I like the linebackers. I love David Reese. I know you can't really call him a breakout because he's done well both years, but I'm really looking for somebody in this secondary to step up and be a star, man, because ever since Tease Tabor left, we ain't really had that star boy in the secondary. And I'm looking to see one this year. But I would give you Sean Davis. I would give you Sean Davis and probably Marco Wilson have a big year at corner.
Yeah. I see little Wilson doing a little better this year. I see both corners doing better. I think they got a little bit exposed at the end of last year. The beginning of the year they did a lot better. I like Sean Davis. I don't know why he didn't see the field more. I mean, he did. He did miss the one touchdown in Dallas against Michigan. Well, I mean, that was his first play.
That wasn't on him. It was reported. No. It was self-reported by a lot of people I trust inside that locker room and that cover the Gators real close. That play was not on Sean Davis.
Yeah. Well, and see, that's the thing. He got pulled, and that's the thing about that staff, man. It was like kids don't make mistakes.
They gave up on him too. They gave up on him too soon, man. I agree with you 100%.
Yeah, I think that kid's a headhunter, man, and we need that back there. We haven't had a headhunter. Like Sell was a good one, but I want to see another. I want to see another Reggie Nelson back there, just laying wood on some folks.
I had a guy.
We need that skipper in the backfield in the defense. That's something we've been lacking.
I had a guy tell me today that Sean Davis got a skill set that reminds him a lot of Reggie Nelson. He ain't saying he is Reggie Nelson, but he's got a lot of that ball hawking skill. No, I'm saying a guy told me today that Sean Davis got a lot of Reggie Nelson skill. He ain't saying that.
No, he does, and that's one of the guys that I follow from down in Miami. He's a Miami fan actually, but he said Sean Davis. I guess he's from that area. He said that kid was a beast in high school. Yeah.
Oh, man.
Straight headhunter.
Oh, he's fearless. He's fearless, man. He plays bigger than his size, man. He's a willing tackler. I mean, he's got great makeup speed, as you've seen on that play that everybody thinks was his fault. He just luckily had a recovery speed just to get into play. That wasn't even his play. He was on the opposite side of the field.
Yeah. What y'all think my boy Chauncey's going to do? I guess y'all saw the video of him get run over.
Oh, let him get run over. He's not a tackler, man. This guy, again, another player that's been played out of position. He should be a corner. He should have played corner last year. But I guess we needed him more at safety. But at the same time, man, this guy is a true corner, man. He's got the middle makeup.
Like he's a nickel. I feel like he's kind of a nickel. Like he needs to be out there just kind of roam.
I don't care if he's nickel, corner. I want this guy, man.